It's exactly a week before we wind down 2023's Chapter 7 of 12. Good evening to our global audience and thanks for tuning in to the Monday edition of Primetime News. As always, a pleasure having you. I'm Michael Madimba. Leading tonight's bulletin, Deputy Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Jenny Matundu, says Namibia is vulnerable to climate change and disasters and has the need for a paradigm shift from investments in disaster response to preparedness. Matundu said this during the inaugural meeting of the Steering Committee and Technical Working Group of the Africa Multihazard Early Warning and Early Action System. The meeting was hosted by the Office of the Prime Minister in collaboration with the African Union Commission. Let's have a listen.
This morning during my briefing with the Ambassador of Tunisia, I just highlighted that this meeting has really come at the right time. And when we are talking of a country like Namibia, Namibia has been severely hit hard by drought for consecutive years. Part of our regions have never tasted a single drop of water, of rainwater, and that has really put us in a problem. Therefore, this meeting, I hope, it will really bring what Namibia also needs. In conclusion, Your Excellencies, I also wish to echo the need for support for the multi-hazard early warning system to be aligned and channeled through the already existing initiatives to avoid duplication of efforts and resources.
The African continent is facing increased disaster losses and damages exacerbated by social economic vulnerability and unsustainable land use practices. In the past decade, the Permanent Representative Committee had to deal with a lot of requests to assist member states to respond to disaster emergency. Floods, tropical cyclone, drought, landslide, and windstorm have increased in frequency and led to huge disaster losses. Between January and June 2023 alone, more than 700 people lost lives, 132,000 were displaced, and over 1 million people were disproportionately affected by tropical cyclone Freddy in a single season across Malawi, Mozambique, and Madagascar.
Switching attention to the SADC region, Chairperson of SADC's Ministerial Committee of the Organ on Politics, Defense and Security Cooperation, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, commended the SADC Secretariat and member states for successfully implementing 42 of 58 decisions, while 7 others are currently in the process of being implemented. Nandi-Ndaitwah noted this recently during the closing session of the SADC's 25th Ordinary Meeting. Wenji Kandanga filed this report.
Honorable Ministers, as we reflect on the decision of the MCO meeting held in July 2022, I wish to take this opportunity to commend both the Secretariats and Member States for successfully implementing 42 out of the 58 decisions, while the implementation of the remaining 7 decisions are ongoing, making a total of 86% implementation. At the same time, the organ was able to propose coordination of the situation in DRC by the African Union, which culminated into the Quadripartite Summit, which was held on the 27th June 2023 in Luanda, Angola. Progress has been made. I have also to inform that coming back to the region, and in order for us to contribute to the integration program of the region, progress has been made in the implementation of the UNIBISA, which will soon be submitted to the appropriate organs of our organization for approval.
Now, the global agricultural sector has over the years witnessed significant trends in the manner in which crop production occurs. This feature casts spotlight on how Namibia is making strides in this regard, is evidenced by Zambezi region-based crop farmer Liswani Kambinda, in a recent interview with the Primetime News team, underscored the need for crop farmers to start embracing new farming methods in order to increase their yields. Liswani added times have changed and the old traditional way of plowing needs to be revisited.
Liswani Kambinda, a conservational farmer in the Zambezi region, says new farming methods such as conservation agriculture will enhance the yield and efficiently dodge unexpected droughts. He added that conservational farming uses a ripper on the tractors, that no matter how little the rain will fall in the year, the water will be stored while crops will be kept wet and fresh for a long time. Kambinda says last year he got a bumper harvest of 400 bags of maize, while this year he only managed to get 81 bags of 61 kilograms of maize due to low rainfall. Plowing earlier, using certified seeds and weeding on time, he said, are some of the factors that contribute to a high yield of harvest, and therefore advised his fellow farmers to always plow on time from mid to end of November and to keep the first week of December. He further advised those in the agricultural industry to keep abreast with climate change, saying with the frost being experienced in the month of July, crops and fruit trees are burning from the cold fronts. Close to 100 farmers in the Zambezi region have lost their crops to early floods and drought this year, while many others harvested only 10 to 50 bags of maize. Reporting for Primetime News, Chekonia Nehemia.
Moving on. Minister of Urban and Rural Development Erastus Sutoni has called for the collaboration of all stakeholders to achieve the country's aspirations as well as goals, with housing delivery at the core of this. Isabel Binto filed this insert.
And for the opportunity given to me to officiate at the handing over of houses that have been built under the government-funded mass housing development program here in Swakopmund. This is a commendable milestone in this specific project, which was on a standstill for a long time, and is yet another domination or demonstration of the continued efforts of the government towards creating more opportunities for decent shelter for our people. Director of Ceremonies, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, decent shelter is a basic necessity of life, and as a government of the people, we believe that it is justified for the citizens as sovereignty to expect to have a place that they call their own and to meet their dwelling and survival needs. In keeping with this reality and our commitment to the people of Namibia, housing remains one of our key development priorities, as clearly articulated in our national development frameworks, namely Vision 2030, National Development Plans, and the Harambee Prosperity Plan 2.
Stay tuned for the business segment. Welcome to the Primetime Biz Slot, your go-to segment for all things business, economics and development. Energy Matters lead the segment. NamPower's long-awaited 3 power generation units for the new Annexus 2 power station with a combined generation capacity of 54 megawatts of electricity arrived at Walvish Bay on Friday. In a media statement issued by the Office of NamPower's Managing Director on Sunday, the electricity will use either liquid fuel or natural gas. More insights from this report.
A media statement issued by the Office of the Managing Director of NamPower on Sunday stated that the electricity will use either liquid fuel or natural gas. The purpose of this power station is to support the security of supply in the Namibian grid as it provides firm, dispatchable power when needed during times of energy supply shortages to support larger integration of intermittent renewable energies such as solar and wind, the statement read. The expected completion of the project based in Walvis Bay is the end of May 2024. Annexus 1 and Annexus 2 combined will give a total capacity of approximately 75 MW, which will make the Annexus plant sufficient to meet the demand of the Irongo region in its entirety. According to NamPower, the power plant runs on a very low sulfur fuel oil, which replaces HFO. However, it has the capability to run on natural gas when it becomes available in Namibia, which is preferred way to go as a transition fuel for the future. Reporting for Primetime News, Ishmael Mukuvonda.
On to information and communication technology. Katiba Mulilo residents have received free community internet services after Mobile Telecommunications Limited (MTC) and the Katiba Mulilo Town Council signed a memorandum of understanding in an effort to shape the Zambezi capital into a digital town. Let's listen in.
Launching the community Wi-Fi on Thursday, Zambezi Region Governor Althea Sampofu noted that the internet service will transform the Katiba Mulilo town into a smart town, digital-wise, adding that this will be a game changer among the residents. The service is available in the central business district of the town, and to use, residents and visitors will just have to activate their Wi-Fi without a password required. Katiba Mulilo Town Council Chief Executive Officer Rafael Liswaniso at the signing noted that the move of providing free Wi-Fi services to the residents is aimed at harnessing technology while shaping a better future for them. MTC Manager for Product and Enterprise Solutions, Elton Katangolo, noted that Katiba Mulilo, being a border town having free community Wi-Fi, will play a pivotal role in attracting and assisting tourists with better services. Katiba Mulilo is one of the first few towns which have rolled out the community free Wi-Fi for its public.
That wraps up our top segment for tonight. Stay tuned for your Econ Roundup, but first, we take a look at how the weather is shaping up countrywide. Sport Planet is your go-to segment for all things sporting action. The international sporting scene dominates tonight's segment. Pakistan speedsters Shaheen Afridi and Naseem Shah combined to rattle Sri Lanka's top order after the hosts elected to bat first in the second test earlier today. Sri Lanka will trail the two-match series 1-0 to clutch at 79 for 4 after the start was pushed back by 30 minutes due to a wet field following overnight and early morning rain in Colombo. Dinesh Chandimal on 9 and Dhananjaya De Silva on 33 were batting the break as they took to rebuild the innings after Sri Lanka slipped to 36 for 4. On to Aquatics. Katie Ledecky got back to work with the fastest time at the World Championships 1,500 meter freestyle heats earlier today after coming second to Ariane Titmus in an epic showdown. Now, Ledecky of the United States could not match Titmus as the Australian won gold on the 400 meter freestyle and reclaimed the world record on Sunday night in Fukuoka, leaving a celebrated rival Australian in a wake. Ledecky is aiming to add to a record collection of 19 world titles in Japan, and she was straight back in action in the 1,500 meter heats, coming home in a time of 15 minutes, 41 seconds and 22 milliseconds. Your sports roundup is up next. Many thanks for allowing us to transport you around the world. And this is where we dock for the night. A warm reminder to subscribe for daily updates and engage with us by tapping the like and share buttons, not forgetting to recommend our channel to family and friends. Catch us again tomorrow as we navigate the world around us. From myself, Michael Madimba, and my entire production crew behind the scenes, it's good night.